It was just about this time 5 years ago that a massive fireball engulfed part of the plaza after an explosion at JJ's restaurant. Tonight, KCTV5 investigative reporter Emily Sinovic has a look at what's changed in the 5 years since then.
It may have been 5 years ago, but many of us have a very clear memory of this giant explosion that rocked the plaza. Flames 6 stories high. The damage isn't really visible now. Restaurants and businesses moved or rebuilt. But those weren't the only changes made after that explosion.
We've got units on the way there. Can you tell me what happened?
There was just an explosion.
Yeah.
It was a gas explosion, and the fire is blazing.
Gas explosion?
It was
Okay.
in the kitchen at JJ's restaurant.
The blast at JJ's restaurant killed a waitress named Megan Kramer and hurt more than a dozen others, including a contractor who had burns on over 20% of his body. The cause was a gas leak. Cable subcontractors hit a 2-inch gas line.
The construction guys that were working outside, we were like, hey, we smell gas.
Firefighters responded first, but left the scene 20 minutes later, reporting the utility company assured them the situation was not a danger. Months later, the State Public Service Commission determined Missouri Gas Energy personnel wasted too much time before the explosion and failed to assess the urgency of the situation. Still, Kansas City Fire made changes to their response policy. The policy change includes sending a battalion chief and a fire unit with monitoring equipment for all gas leak calls. The new policy also requires firefighters to stay on scene until the situation is totally resolved and poses no danger. Time Warner also paid a steep price for the explosion. In 2015, a jury said Time Warner Cable was mostly responsible for the explosion. The explosion happened about an hour after the cable company's subcontractor hit that natural gas line, releasing the fumes that caused the blast. Time Warner was ordered to pay more than $5 million to the restaurant owners. The two other defendants in that civil suit, Missouri Gas Energy and Heartland Midwest, the drilling contractor that broke the gas line, they were dismissed from that case. In 2014, the family of the woman who died, Megan Kramer, they settled a lawsuit claiming wrongful death. That suit listed MGE, Time Warner, Heartland Midwest, and several other companies as defendants. The amount of that settlement was not made public. I'm Emily Sinovic, KCTV5 News.